Mr. Secretary of State, distinguished guest, Governor Huntsman, President, it's an incredible emotion because I believe Atlantic Council is one of the most important and prestigious institutions. I believed until today because the decision to give this very important hour to me, it's a signal of decline, but I think the future could change. Jokes apart, I really excited.
Prime Minister Renzi leapt forward, applied his old football skills, and subdued the Leviathan before it had time to swallow even a single global leader. So there is a lot to be said for being young and vigorous, and for young and vigorous leadership. And as the mayor of Florence, Matteo Renzi was known affectionately as il rotomatore, the scrapper.
Globalization means in Italy and in Europe, save the men and the women who risk their life in the sea, Mediterranean Sea. We can lose the votes, we can lose the point on the surveys, but we cannot lose the dignity of a human being. And this is particularly important in this moment. Then we can, and we must have a strategy for Africa.
Despite enormous progress, as people lose trust in institutions, governing becomes more difficult, and tensions between nations become more quick to surface. And so I believe that at this moment, we all face a choice. We can choose to press forward with a better model of cooperation and integration, or we can retreat into a world sharply divided and ultimately in conflict along age-old lines of nation and tribe and race and religion. I want to suggest to you today that we must go forward and not backward. I believe that as imperfect as they are, the principles of open markets and accountable governance, of democracy and human rights and international law that we have forged remain the firmest foundation for human progress in this century. I make this argument not based on theory or ideology, but on facts. Facts that all too often we forget in the immediacy of current events. Here's the most important fact. The integration of our global economy has made life better for billions of men, women, and children. Over the last 25 years, the number of people living in extreme poverty has been cut from nearly 40% of humanity to under 10%. That's unprecedented. And it's not an abstraction. It means children have enough to eat. Mothers don't die in childbirth. Meanwhile, cracking the genetic code promises to cure diseases that have plagued us for centuries. The internet can deliver the entirety of human knowledge to a young girl in a remote village on a single handheld device.